Today we are at the Medina River Natural Area near San Antonio, Texas, and we are getting ready to take a late afternoon bike ride. Eric is getting our rad power bikes out of the tubs and getting our Burley trailer hooked up because we're going to take Jasper along with us. We just wanted to get out and see a little nature, and our campground host said this was the place to check out. So come along with us as we check out this great natural area that has a great bike trail.
Well, here we go. It always takes a little bit to get everything organized, packed, and ready. But I tell you, these rad bikes are great. We've got Jasper loaded up in the Burley tail wagon. If you're curious about the bikes or about the trailer, we do have videos on both of those topics, so be sure to check that out. Well, that trailhead area is very nice. The parking lot is plenty wide and there's a good number of spaces. And then at the trailhead, they have a little garden area and restrooms. Everything looks very clean and well maintained.
What is it with my spring break trips and all of these snake areas? Looks like we might see snakes on the trail.
The Medina River area is 511 acres and I think there's around 6 trails, and we're going to be spending most of our time on the main paved trail, and it's also called the El Chaparral Trail.
The San Antonio area is definitely a bike-friendly area. There are tons of greenway trails around the area, some that go through the cities. We are actually planning to do one that goes by all of the missions. And then you've got ones like this that are out in rural natural areas. This one's fun because you've got everything from paved trails that we're on to more rugged trails that are not paved. So lots of options. I love when we find a good greenway trail in areas where you can just kind of leisurely ride. It's not necessarily for exercise. It's just simply a chance to get out and explore and see some beautiful scenery in the areas that you're visiting.
Along the trail, you're going to find some little pillars, and they have a picture of either an animal or a plant or a tree. They have a little QR code, and so you can identify different things along the trail throughout the nature area, and it's just an easy way to get some more information and turn a recreation day into a learning day.
All along this trail are these giant cactuses. I don't know what kind these are because we don't have these in Missouri, but they're huge and just branch out all over the place. Pretty cool, very much Texas.
Well, one thing so far, these trails have been expertly marked, and you can see here level 4, level 2. The trails here are rated level 1, 2, 3, 4. Level 1 would be paved and completely handicapped accessible, all the way up to a level 4, which might include some boulders and a little more rugged terrain. Right now, we're going to stay on level 1. Well, one of the blessings of travel is to find areas that are so different from where you live. And here on this spring break trip down to the San Antonio area, this is really nice. We're getting some very, very warm temperatures. We're in the middle 80s right now with full sun. And then to experience this trail with all these cactuses and other native vegetation to this area just feels very different, and it's a great reset.
Another great feature of this trail is that they have mile markers along the way, which they identify as 911 locators. In case you ever had a problem, you can call and say, hey, I am at the 2-mile mark. Well, we're definitely getting some diversity of terrain on this trail. We just came down a super cool switchback area, and now we are no longer in the flatlands with all the cactus, but we're in a really heavily wooded area. And that's probably because this trail is very close to the Medina River. And there are actually sections of it that are the unpaved part where you can get down to the river and see the huge cypress trees. As in Arkansas, they call them trees with knees. So what a beautiful natural area where you could either come ride your bike, go out for a stroll, and definitely learn a lot about the plants and animals in this area of San Antonio.
Well, here we are at Overlook number 2, just off the main trail, and it just gives us a nice chance in the shade to get a little water and take a little break.
This area is known for having pecan trees, and we are definitely in a pecan tree area because all over the sidewalk here, there are pecan shells from old fallen nuts. And down here in the river, we are above the Medina River here, and you can actually see some of the cypress trees down here with those trees with knees. So we decided to take our little bike ride kind of in the evening time. The trail here is open from sunrise to sunset, and we're getting close to sunset. We started at the beginning of the Medina River natural area, and we are now at the end of the natural area. But if we wanted to, we still have the opportunity to go all the way up here to where we would have a 9-mile bike ride, which would be super awesome. So you just have tons of options for riding in this area.
Well, we hope you liked our look at the Medina River Natural Area Trail.
It was a great place to go for an evening bike ride. We loved getting to see the different nature areas around here. Everything from the flat areas and the farmland with the cactuses down to the river area with the super cool cypress trees.
So get out and explore a nature area near you, because today is an adventure day.